Hey, garage people. Hope you like that carnage. Oh, man. It's been a long week, but I'm grooving. Back in the garage, listening to some music. Camaro's on the lift. Engine is right back out. Oh, such is life. Oh, let me flip you around here and we'll talk about what's what. So, 2001 Camaro SS, fully redid, pretty much everything. New monster clutch sitting over there, new flywheel. Here is the original engine block. And last week, or a week ago Saturday, it was getting its final tune put on it. And Todd was on his way back to the shop, and the engine let the smoke out at about 6,200 RPM. So that's very unfortunate, but no one was hurt. So I'm very happy about that, and sorry he had to deal with it, but they towed it back to the shop and got it all squared away for me. And as you know, I towed it back home and I finally got it all torn down. So here's the pile of carnage. There's the top of piston number 2. Here is piston number 1. And there is crankshaft conrod number 1. The rest of the other conrod ending is in there. Where is it now? Anyway. Bolts stayed in. The idea or the prevailing theory is that the conrod bolts stretched, and then it banged once, and it let right go. So, luckily, the heads are savable. This is the most damaged chamber right here. Just a little bit of scuffing and a little bit of damage on the spark plug entrance right there. But it definitely will be savable. The valve guides are excellent. Those two came out of this one, which is actually nicer than this one. These ones came out of here. There's a little bit of damage on the valve seat right there, you can see. So I think I'm going to order up 4 new valves to go with this head, and we will clean that up. And we will definitely reuse this head, which is awesome. My BTR camshaft. You can see that there. There we go. Whoop. Come on, phone. There we go. So yeah, it chewed up 2 lobes there. Hopefully that's savable. If not, I'm gonna get a new one of the same thing. Main caps are okay. Look at this though. Every single bolt that holds the flywheel onto the crankshaft snapped off. When that crankshaft stopped dead and the clutch tried to keep going, that's what happened. I got all 6 bolts from Monster Clutch in here. Look at that. All 6 are like that. That's crazy. Oh, if you like the collar, shout out Mooncat. I got really good nail beds, and the girlfriend needed a test subject, so what are you gonna do? So, I had about a little over $2,000 into the heads. The cam was about $400. Hopefully those can both be saved. This block is toast. Here's the other end. I forgot about that. There it is. So look at that. Those bolts are still there, and those bolts are still there. So I think it was correct. It assembled correct. It just let go. And actually, I think this crank would maybe be salvageable, except for these little gouges right there. So, oh, never mind. The counterweight is it's pretty mangled. So, yep, this crank is no good. I'm gonna get that timing gear off of there at some point. And we're hoping to reuse the heads, the cam, And then we got the intake in the sink here ready for cleaning. That came out just fine. It was very dirty, but not broken at all, full of oil. And then we got one good piston in there and my baffle for my oil pan. We got our front and rear covers here, our timing set, which is still good. And then, here's our pile of carnage over here. Valley cover is still good. I gotta get one more gasket for that. I don't know how I mangled that up. Probably when I was installing it, because I'm an idiot. We'll clean the motor mounts and clean that stuff. Everything here is good. Summit balancer's okay. ARP crank bolt. Here is our oil pan. So I'm gonna need a new oil pan. Our pickup is mangled. I'm not gonna be reusing that. Here is our windage tray, which is okay, but it is pretty bent up, so I'm not gonna reuse that. And our crank scraper is no longer capable of scraping anything, so that is all carnage. So, gotta make an order at Improved Racing. I still gotta pull the dumbbell out of here. Yeah, I'll get that out. Sweet. And I got my pickup tube support here, which survived, so that's awesome. Shout out Improved Racing. And my valve springs in there, push rods and all the other stuff that's savable is in there. Intake, all this stuff is good. So, yeah, easy. So, let me turn you around here. So, what are we gonna do? That block is toast. As you know, the F-body cars came with aluminum motors, so I'd really like to do that. I was looking around, found a 5.3 for sale on Craigslist, messaged the guy about it, and was gonna go see that tomorrow. But just last night, shout out Travis Durst, friends in high places. I got a line on an LS6 complete short block rotating assembly for 600 or it's 800 bucks. So yeah, that is incredible. I am super stoked. If you're not familiar, the LS6 is essentially the same as the LS1. Came with slightly better heads or slightly smaller chamber heads and a little bit hotter camshaft. But other than that, they are pretty much identical. So it's a little low on compression on one cylinder, but I think he just cracked a ringland on a piston. I'm pretty sure the cylinders are good. So I think all that rotating assembly is savable or usable, maybe with my one piston. And then these heads, I'll get some new gaskets and hopefully can save that cam and clean up my other stuff. And yeah, I'm gonna rebuild it and slap this thing back together. So I'm very excited. Was tragic, obviously, and it is going to cost me probably $2,000 or so to get it back going. But a complete aluminum short block and rotating assembly for 800 bucks and the heads, and then I can sell off whatever I don't need. Yeah, I could not say no to that. So very good news on the back of the bad news here. As you guys saw, I got a bunch of carnage. But the engine came out of the car way quicker this time. I only screwed up one thing. I'll show you that real quick. So I accidentally got the wheel speed sensor caught in the cross brace down there and it yanked the end off. So I got to rewire the connector onto that just so it clips back into here. But that is very simple, so I'm calling that a win. I got the engine out in about 4 hours, maybe 4.5 or 5 at the high end, so that was awesome. And everything came apart real slick. So, all is not lost, folks. We will rebuild and we will get that horsepower number. These sweet TEA ported heads, where's our little, oh yeah. That's gonna be savable. We're gonna reuse these bad boys. We'll get some new valves from Ferrea. And yeah, we're gonna call it good. So, all is not lost, folks. We'll be back on the Camaro. It is April 22nd. We might even have this thing back together before May hits. So, all is definitely not lost. I got a little bit of washing to do. Got the Grand Prix out here because I got to head north to track practice before long. And then we got a boatload of parts in the back of the Trailblazer here. Oop, that's tinted. I don't know, can you see? Yeah, look at that. We got our Rock Auto boxes in the back. So the point was, if the Camaro was not going to go back together, I was going to slap the subframe back underneath and put the steering in and the wheels on so we could roll it around and I could get the Trailblazer in here. But I think the Trailblazer is going to go on the back burner until I get all this stuff cleaned up and a new motor in my honey bunny. So, oh, look at that greasy handprint on there. It's okay. She'll get a wash. All right, folks. Well, that's about all I got for you today. You can see my nitrous bottle sitting over there. It is full. So I'm going to probably make a Summit order here in the next day or two with some gaskets and some oil, maybe a new camshaft and an oil pump if need be. And I'll clean up the rest of these parts. And we will get stuff thrown back together. But I will definitely be bringing you guys along for the ride. So yeah. The Camaro shall rise again. Yeah, yeah. See you soon.